YouTube, welcome back, guys. We are here for another episode at the Bettors Edge. We are going to the link. Sunday, late afternoon. We have the San Francisco 49ers on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles, with the Philadelphia Eagles right now being 5.5-point home favorites. I talked about this in my preview show, guys. There's a massive edge in this game, and it lies with the home favorites and the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw this San Francisco team just last week at home against a team that plays similar style football as this Eagles team. What do I mean by that? I know the Eagles aren't as explosive offensively as the Seattle Seahawks, but defensively is where both of these teams hang their hat. This is also a road game for San Francisco as opposed to a home game in which they played last week. The weather conditions are not going to be favorable for the San Francisco 49ers. And this Eagles defense, in my opinion, is going to be able to clamp down and shut down not only the run game, but also the pass game of the San Francisco 49ers. This line opened at 3 or 3.5, depending on which book you were looking at. It's now ballooned up to 5.5 for a reason. This Philadelphia Eagles team, stylistically, and the way they match up against this San Francisco 49ers team, is a very bad matchup for San Francisco. I'm not surprised whatsoever that this line is now at 5.5. If this line was still sitting at 3 or 3.5, it would be a little bit bigger of a play from me, but I am releasing it a little bit late. The line has ballooned up, but at the end of the day, for this matchup in particular, I don't think the number is going to come into play all that much. I don't see San Francisco being able to do enough offensively to stay within the number against that Eagles defense. I also don't see San Francisco defensively, which I haven't gotten into, absolutely banged up unit playing above their heads right now, being able to control this Eagles offense. Eagles offense probably isn't going to put up a load of points. They're probably not going to be very dynamic and explosive. But if they're staying on the field, they're maintaining the ball, and they're controlling the game, it's going to be very difficult for San Francisco to get a footing in this matchup. With all of that said, guys, this is one of the bigger mismatches on the field all weekend, in my opinion. As I mentioned previously, if the line was still sitting at 3 or 3.5, it would be a bigger play for me. I can't release it as a 5 or a 10 star, knowing in the back of my head that we could have had it at 3 or 3.5, and now it's 5.5. It's just not smart betting to do it that way. But with all of that said, the mismatch is just too great. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game. They're undefeated at home with this coaching staff. I want to say they're 5-0. The point differential is something ridiculous, to the tune of, plus 70, plus 80 points between those 5 games collectively. This is going to be another blowout at the link. This is one of the best teams in the NFC. This is a mismatch on the field. Give me a 3-star play on the Philadelphia Eagles minus 5.5 at home to advance to the NFL divisional round of the playoffs.